I'm going to introduce to you Janine, Miss Janine Hernandez. Janine is a world-renowned author. She's a mentor. She's a speaker. She is the founder of the Book Publishing Academy. From as early as age 9, Janine knew she would become a world-famous self-published author whose first-hand experience would lend credibility to her work. True to her childhood dream, at the age of 26, Janine self-published her very first book. She has published 5 books and working on the next one. She coaches aspiring authors and speakers on how to self-publish their books. When Janine isn't reading or writing amazing stories, she loves to spend her time hiking, traveling, exploring the world. Who wouldn't? She's an avid reader and is passionate about working on becoming the best version of herself from the inside out. So it's all about working on the inside for it to be reflected on the outside. That is so true. In 2011, Janine was awarded the Mitch Aiken Mentor of the Year Award for the New Pathways program. Janine sits on the board of Reach Family Services, a local nonprofit organization who focuses on assisting families who are raising children with behavioral health and emotional challenges. Janine received her Master of Arts in International Business from Western International University and currently resides in Phoenix, Arizona. Janine is available for speaking events, of course, keynote presentation, panel discussion, and life motivational coaching. Janine, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome from Jamaica to you in Phoenix.
Hi.
Connection all around the world. Welcome, Janine.
By the way, I love Jamaica. It was beautiful.
Yeah, have you been here, girl?
Montego Bay. Beautiful.
Montego Bay. Skip Montego Bay. The Montego Bay party. Awesome. Love it. Thank you, my homeland. Awesome. Thank you, Janine. And as for Janine, being the humble, patient author that you are, and you're here to give and love on us, as such, I hand you over now to the floor. It's yours.
Thank you so much. Yes. I appreciate it. Well, first, I want to thank you for allowing me to be a part of your conference. I truly, truly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. So to tell you guys just a little bit about myself, that was my introduction, but to tell you guys just a little bit more about myself. So I have been writing ever since I was little. And I remember back to when I was about 9 years old, I used to tell my parents, when I grow up, I'm going to be a published author. And that's pretty much my story. I've been talking about that my whole entire life, is when I grow up, I'm going to be an author. I'm going to grow up and be an author. And, you know, life gets in the way. Back in the 90s, it was a little bit more difficult to publish your book. We didn't have the accessibility of the internet and self-publishing like we do now. So my parents tried their very, very best to get me into the traditional publishing world. However, with obstacles in the way, etc., I wasn't able to fulfill my dream of publishing my book at the age of 14. I was able to publish short poems and different things in different publications, but that was about it. So fast forward, I got into the industry of human resources. And I loved human resources because I was able to connect with people. And I see an issue or a problem in corporate America, and I'm able to fix it. So I loved that. However, I got to a point in my life where I wanted to live for me and not for anyone else. So I made a decision to open up my business, which was in 2015. I opened up my very first business and I published my first book. So my first book, it's called Through My Eyes. I actually started writing it when I was 14. And it took me up until the age of 28 to publish it. I put it aside for a good 15 to 17 years because I was afraid, because I didn't know what I was doing, and I used a lot of excuses to hold me back from accomplishing this dream. But I got to a point back in 2015 where I was just like, I'm tired of living a life for other people and not fulfilling my dreams. So I published my book, opened my business, and it has been kind of nonstop since then. I was able to, throughout the years, I started to coach aspiring authors one-to-one, because what happened is people, I'm very, very social on social media, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. And people reach out to me all the time and they're like, we love what you're doing. How do I do that? And so I started to see that there was a need. There was a lot of people that have stories and a lot of people that want to share or share their stories with the world, but they don't know how. And I remembered myself back when I was 9 years old, and that feeling of like really wanting to do something, but you didn't have someone in your corner to help you do it, or the resources. So I started to coach one-to-one, and it has just evolved from there. It hasn't been easy, I'm not gonna lie. I've had to invest in several different mentors and coaches to help me get to this point where I am at now. The reason being is because I've always been very, very adamant about, I don't know everything, and I need to find people that are having massive success in the area or the industry that I am in order for me to learn and to continue to climb that ladder, right? So I am very, very big on investing on coaches, and I have multiple mentors. I think I have 3 mentors, and so I just made it a point to live every day for me and for my son and fulfilling my purpose. And, you know, there was a time where I had a lot of fears, a lot of self-doubts. That's primarily the number one thing that holds me back even till this day. So it takes a lot of mindset work, a lot of shifting the mind, and a lot of, I like to call them daily routines to help me overcome those obstacles and overcome those barriers. So I'll share with you a little bit about what I do to help me with that. But I wake up, I think I had mentioned it earlier, I wake up every day at 4:30 in the morning. I've been waking up at 4 or 4:30 in the mornings for about 10 years now. I make it a point that when I wake up, the very first thing I do is I meditate for 10 minutes. I do my gratitude journal. So I gratitude 3 things that I am grateful for in that day. I also handwrite my affirmations. So my affirmations all revolve around success, wealth, health, love. I make sure that I speak into existence what it is that I am trying to accomplish. And I do this every single day. After that, I read. I love to read, guys. I am a book hoarder. So yeah, so I read a lot. I read like 3 books simultaneously, and I try to read at least 30 books in a year. So I read for at least a half hour every morning. And then after that, I work out. And so I do all of this before I even like get up and eat breakfast, and before I even like interact with other people, because I feel like the first 2 hours of the day are very important for me to get my mindset right. Not only do I do that, but I make sure that I'm constantly listening to motivational speakers on YouTube, or, you know, those audio books and things like that that are motivational. But I'm not gonna lie, I still get self-doubt. It happens, and it's something that we just got to continue to work at, right? Because sometimes we are our biggest critics and biggest enemies sometimes. But I got to a place while I was in corporate America where I just didn't want to allow the opinions of other people to stop me from accomplishing my dreams. I had a lot of people that would tell me, you shouldn't write that book, or you shouldn't do X, Y, and Z, or you'll never, you know, I just had a lot of naysayers in my life telling me that I couldn't do something. And I always think about what would happen if I were to listen to them. Like, what would have happened to me if I were to say, you know, that person is right. Maybe I shouldn't open my company, or maybe I shouldn't write that book, or maybe, you know, X, Y, and Z. What would have happened to me if I would have listened to those people? And I'm so glad that I did not, because it brought me to where I am today. So last year, I was able to walk away from my corporate job in human resources. I had been feeling it in the pit of my stomach for quite some time. I knew that it was time for me to live my life on my terms, and do it in a way in which was going to make me and my son happy. So I walked away from corporate America, and it has been a journey. It has been one of the most amazing things I have done. I actually downsized and bought an RV, and I'm living full-time RV living now. And my goal was to buy an RV, be able to travel the world, and work from my laptop, right? So I'm able to do that now, and especially during a pandemic where maybe flights, you know, you don't want to get on a flight that often, but I'm able to do that with my RV. So I'll tell you a little bit about my journey in going full time with this. So what I did was I started to work on a plan, and so a vision came to me that I needed to coach thousands and thousands of authors to write their books. Like I tell you, I engage with a lot of people every single day, and they're constantly telling me, I have a story, I have something I want to share, but I'm so afraid. And usually what they tell me is, I don't know how to be vulnerable, or maybe I haven't learned all my lessons yet in life, or, you know, I started to write, but maybe my writing isn't good enough. And my purpose is just to inspire people and tell them that if you have a story, it's perfect. It's perfect the way that it is, right? And that's why you hire coaches to help you in writing the book, in editing the book, and getting it published. So I launched the Book Publishing Academy last August, and we have grown to over 30 different authors in the past 5 months. And we've had multiple authors hit Amazon's bestsellers. It just continues to grow. We have a fast growing Facebook community. It's just amazing to see how when you plant the seed and you know what you want to do and you go all in with it, you put all your chips in the bag, the universe or God, whatever you believe in, will make it happen for you. So that's a little bit about my story and my experiences with the Book Publishing Academy.
Awesome. Awesome, Janine. Thank you. Oh my God. You just motivate me now into one. You and Skip. Oh my God. You guys make me want to write. Write again. Oh my God. I love it. Just plant that seed and dive in. Don't be afraid. Yes. Awesome. A lot of us need to hear that. Fear. From morning we've been talking about fear holding us back. Fear causing us not to make that initial step. Fear all around. And it's just crazy. Mm-hmm. That fear. Conquer that fear. You know, whether fear of rejection, fear of failure, you know, mediocrity. We compare ourselves thinking we're not good enough. We're not good enough. They are better than us. They have better skills. It's not for me, you know, these little things. Fear of taking risk. I can't afford to lose this. I can't afford to do that, but it will benefit you in the end. So it's awesome. Awesome, Janine.
And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I still have those thoughts. You know, I still wake up some days where I'm like, oh crap, I'm really doing this. Like, are you sure? You know, I have those doubts where I'm like, are you sure that you can really lead this many authors into writing their books? Are you sure that you can really, you know, live a life on your terms and travel the world and do, you know? Yes, you can. And so it's a constant battle, but as long as you continue to push forward and you continue to put your best foot forward and continue to work on the mindset, it truly does show in your efforts. So
manage the mind. Yes. Like that inner demon that is trying to restrict you. Powerful.
Yes.
Awesome, Janine. Love that. Any question for Janine, guys? Anybody? I see Janelle saying that you have motivated her, so inspire her. You want her to start journaling now.
Yeah.
I run from journaling too, you know. I can't be bothered. But honestly, when I wrote that, I set up a poem that I came up with Wednesday. And I was like, wow, I forgot this. I used to write little poems and little stories, and I lost it along life's journey. Life happened, you know, we'll say life happened. Yep. And upon reflecting on what is it I'm coming here to share today, I tap back into that inner child David that I was so in love with. You know, Janine? I used to just love sit down and write, just write. Anything comes to mind and rhyme it. I love to rhyme. And I totally forgot that part of myself until Wednesday, you know, when I was reflecting on what can I bring, you know? And I was like, oh my God, I need to start that back. I was just laughing. I was just laughing off my face. So people probably wondering if I was going crazy. But I was like, I totally forgot this. And you know, you expressing yourself in writing, it's fun. It's really crazy and it's really fun.
Well, and I always think that that's interesting that you mentioned that, because I had that moment too where like I said, I got into HR, I started doing other things, and then I had this moment where I was like, remember what you wanted to do when you were little was write books and be an author. And it's like, why did I like went through the, you know, my journey was like this. And it's like, finally, when I woke up at 28, I was like, that was what you wanted to do when you were little anyways. Why don't you do it? And so I just did it.
Because I guess it's the mindset and the system how we're socialized. You need to go to school, get your degree or whatever, go and work for the system. I call them the system, you know? And that's what they train us for. And that's the best life ever to them. But it's not. It's like prison. It's frustrating.
Yes.
It's tormenting. You want to be free. You want to be fun, funny, and have that fulfillment. That's what you desire. That's what you deserve. And when you're at that level of vibration, Janine, it causes everything to just come in so easily. When you find your purpose and yourself, you know, and you can honestly own it and say, this is me and this is what I want. You realize that it attracts a lot of positive energy. And as such, these people come into your life and bless you and help you and guide you willingly and readily. And that is so awesome. That is so awesome. Less stress. Less stress when you own yourself and find your true self. Yes. And can push forward. Yeah. You attract the right kind of energy. The universe just help you. Everything fall into place. Everything fall into place as well. Yes. Awesome. Anything else for Janine? Thank you, Jeremy.
No, so just if anyone wants to reach out to me, I'll leave my contact information in the chat. I do have a couple of freebies going on right now, which you guys are all more than welcome to receive. I have the how to oh, okay, cool. I have a freebie right now, what it takes to become an author. So I can send you guys that if you guys want to email me or visit my website. I think she put it in the chat.
Yes, it's there. It's in the chat, guys. Click the link. All right. Awesome, Janine. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming. Anything else, anybody? Any question before Janine run? She's here helping us. If you want to write, contact Janine. She's right there's the link. Any questions? She's going now. Right? She's good? Just show Janine some love for me in the chat. Thank you so much, Janine. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Powerful, Janine. So we heard it from Janine. Your mindset. Focus on your mind. Yes. Got a lot of heart. Meditate more. That's her routine. What is your routine every day, every morning? I need to come up with a routine. Oh my God. I so need to come up with a pattern and a routine. Guilty here. Do gratitude journals. Write down little things that you're grateful for. We spoke about the attitude of gratitude. Let's skip on everybody else this morning. So everybody is telling you, these are the little tips, the little tricks, the little secrets that they're using. And as such, the universe, God, whomever it is you worship, is opening pathways for you to receive your blessing and receive your goals. She says she handwrites success issues and how she can work on her success and health and wealth. These are the things that she writes. We don't like to journal. I don't like to journal, but I'm learning. I am learning. I'm open and I'm receiving and I'm learning. And I am going to so implement all these little tips and tricks. What about you? Okay, we got a lot of nuggets all day, right? Read. She reads half hour every morning. I need to adapt that too. Do you? I need to adopt it. Read more. Challenge the mind. It helps to distract yourself and broaden our knowledge. All right? The first 2 hours of her day, she set her mindset. Set her mindset. And with that mindset, now she can go and conquer the day. So basically, she commands her morning. She commands her morning within the first 2 hours of waking up. She set her mindset, set her intentions out there. All right, and the universe as such work accordingly. Some of us get up, and as we get up, it's on the phone, texting. We are not even grateful that our eyes are open. Sometimes I'm guilty of that too. Some of us. All right. So we need to be mindful. We need to set our intentions out there. We need to set the pace and the tone of the day. We are in control. All right. We are in control. We were given power. We were given authority from the Creator. So we should command our day, command our life. Who is it we let trigger us? Who is it we're giving our power to? We need to take it back. If it's not worth it, take it back. Nobody should have that control over you. All right? Take it back. Take control. Take your stance. 2021 is the year for it. We are called to take action. I keep saying that. 2020 is the year of rest and meditation. We sleep enough. We have slept enough. It's time now to wake up, shake up. It's time now to get going. Time now to be on the move. All right?